senior software developer at IntelliWare with 10 years of software development and design experience. I'm a full stack developer with breadth and depth in user interface development as well middle tier and database development. One of the best reasons to get into tech is the number of opportunities in different cities all over the world. For example, you could find plenty of jobs in London as well as in Tokyo. Tech is a universal industry in which you can work from anywhere and everywhere. For example, I migrated to Canada 4 years back and was able to get a job here easily. Once you are a coder, you take that knowledge wherever you go. It's completely different from other fields which don't offer you that much flexibility. For example, a lawyer in Canada would need to be licensed again if they need to work in any other countries in the world. So the tech industry is constantly evolving, which means those in the tech industry always keep an eye out on new trends and practices. A career in tech means that you will constantly be gaining new knowledge, skills, and insight into your work. Some of these skills you can gain from attending some boot camps and practicing coding to ensure you stay up to date on trends and changes. Coding has the potential to help the environment in many ways, in addition to the measures that developers are taking to make their products more environment friendly. There are also things that coding can do to help protect habitats and reduce energy consumptions. Simplest example I'm sure most of us have seen is a smart thermostat. Their coding reduces the consumption of energy, gas, by 15 to 20%, which in turn reduces the carbon footprint of a house. This is just one example. Tech is using so many systems now and is continuously evolving. It is exciting that technology can make a big impact in sustainability initiatives across the globe. I encourage you to get involved. All of us want to reach a certain destination by solving different problems, and the roads we take are different for everyone because we all think very differently. Along the road we make mistakes and sometimes get lost. This is where we learn the most, and this is where we begin to understand that it is okay to get lost. When we finally arrive at the destination, we discover that it is not the end, but the beginning of more questions and solutions to problems to solve. STEAM education inspires us to explore the world and see it differently. It helps us to learn in a fun way and work with each other to solve problems and take risks, learn from our mistakes, and change the world. I wish you all the best for the hackathon. Keep learning and keep practicing. Happy coding.
Thank you very much, Anita, for sharing your inspirational message with the Hackergal community. My name is Francesca. I am the Program Development and Delivery Assistant at Hackergal. Today, I will show you how to use both sound and text in your projects to convey information to your users in a more engaging way. Feel free to code along with me and pause the video at any time. Before diving right into Lynx, let's look at the learning objectives for this webinar. Let's add a new text box to our work area. I will show you how you can use text boxes in different and exciting ways. Once you have a new text box, in the command center we can type print hello world and press enter or return on your keyboard. What happens? Does hello world appear in the text box? If it does, that's great. But if it doesn't appear in the new text box we just added, it may be because you have multiple text boxes already added to your project. We can add the name of the text box before the line of code, followed by a comma. Similar to how we can call upon a specific turtle in Lynx, we can do the same thing with text boxes. So in my case, I want to print Hello World in text1. So before my line of code, I can write text1, comma. Use the name of the specific text box you want to call upon by using the name of the specific text box you want to use to whatever it says on its label. Remember, you can also rename your text box by right-clicking on the label and then selecting Apply. Now that we know we can print words in a text box, let's create a procedure that introduces the user to our project. In the Procedures pane, let's type to introduce text1, comma, print apostrophe hello apostrophe. Remember to call upon the specific text box for each print command, especially if you have more than one text box in your project. Wait 10. We add the wait command so that the user can see each line of text appear one after the other. We can adjust the wait time based on how long each line of text is. The longer the line, the greater the wait time. As a reminder, the wait command is measured in tenths of a second, so 1 second in real time is wait 10 in Lynx. Now we can continue to write our procedure. Feel free to include your own introduction and customize the procedure however you'd like. Text1, comma, print apostrophe welcome to my project apostrophe. Wait 15. Text1, comma, print apostrophe I will teach you about the environment apostrophe. Wait 20. End. When we run the procedure in the command center, we can see how our introduction shows up in the text box. In order to delete the text in our text box, in the command center, we can type text1, comma, clear text or CT, which is the shorthand way. We've just created a procedure that shows text in a text box appear one line after another. But what if we only want one line of text to show at a time, similar to captions shown on TV or in videos? What we can do is simply add the clear text or CT command after each wait command in our procedure. Let's test out our updated procedure. Great! It works! Our text appears one line at a time. We just programmed dynamic text boxes to convey information to our users. But to further engage our users, we can program a text-to-speech feature. In order to do this, we can use the say command. First, in the command center, we can type say hello world in single quotation marks or hello world using square brackets. You can use either one. And when we click enter or return on our keyboard, we can hear hello world from our computer.
Hello world.
Make sure to turn up the volume of your device if you can't hear it. The say command can also be used to read out loud text from text boxes. In the command center, we can type text1, comma, print hello there. Hit enter. Then we can type say text1. Notice how text1 does not have quotations or square brackets around it. That is because we are telling Lynx to read from an object. In this case, it is the text box. But if we did add quotations or brackets, the computer will literally say text1 or whatever the name of the text box is.
Text1.
Next, in order to program the text-to-speech feature for our introduction, we can use what we have just learned with the say command and modify our introduction procedure. After each print statement, we can add say name of text box. In my case, it will say text1. Now, when we run this procedure, after the line of text is printed in the text box, the computer will read it out loud using the say command. Then it will delete the text, print the next line of code, read the new line, and continue. Let's try the updated procedure.
Hello. Welcome to my project. I will teach you about the environment.
You may need to experiment with the duration of the wait commands depending on how long the computer takes to read each line. Remember, coding is all about trial and error, so keep problem solving on your code until you're happy with it. When we watch TV or movies on streaming services, or even videos on YouTube or other social media platforms, we can see subtitles or captions. But what is the difference between subtitles and captions? And what are the two types of captions? First of all, according to the W3C Web Accessibility Standards, subtitles are used to transcribe audio into any language. For example, a person in a video is speaking in a different language. Subtitles are added to translate what they are saying into English. However, captions are transcriptions of the audio, so whatever is being said out loud is also being displayed in text. There are two types of captions, open captions and closed captions. Open captions are always present in a video, and closed captions are text that can be turned on and off by the viewer. Overall, subtitles and captions are used to make audio accessible for users who use assistive technologies, including but not limited to screen readers and speech-to-text technologies. Closed captions also make content accessible in terms of comprehension of content for all users, which is why they are used almost everywhere in the media, and they are great features to add to your own coding projects too. In order to take your project to the next level, we can incorporate different voices or accents to your project. Maybe instead of the default woman's voice, you want a man's voice, or a voice with an English accent. We can use the say as command. The say as command uses the text-to-speech capabilities of your computer to read text out loud. The first step is to type show voices in the command center. This will display a list of available voices that your device supports. These voice options will have different names for different devices, such as a Mac versus Windows. In my case, I am using a Google Chrome browser on a Mac, and these are the voices that I can choose from. Similar to the say command, I can type say as square bracket hello square bracket apostrophe Alex apostrophe.
Hello.
Then I can type say as square bracket welcome to my project square bracket apostrophe Fiona apostrophe.
Welcome to my project.
Could you hear the difference? Other voices can have several words in the name, like Google UK English Female. Remember to put the voice option in single quotation marks, even though it can have more than one word.
Hello there.
Similar to the say command, if we want the say as command to read out loud the text within a text box, we don't need to put the name of the text box in square brackets. Otherwise, the voice will literally say text 1 instead of the content within the text box. Now I will incorporate the say as command in my project. Using my introductions procedure, I can modify my say commands and change them to say as commands and add the voice I want to use. Maybe after every line I want a different voice to speak. You can program the say as command to say specific lines, or you can use the text that is already printed in the text box like I did in my project. Something to keep in mind is that devices have different voice options, so someone with a Windows computer can use say as square bracket hello world square bracket apostrophe Microsoft Zira desktop dash English apostrophe, but you will hear the previous voice I used because I am on a Mac and not on Windows. Similarly, on a Chromebook, you can type say as square bracket hello world square bracket apostrophe Chrome OS US English 3 apostrophe. And again, you will hear the previous voice I used because I am not on a Chromebook. You can test out the different voices that are supported by your computer, and when you find one that you're happy with, you can incorporate the new voice into your project.
Hello.
Welcome to my project.
I will teach you about the environment.
You may use the say as command like I did here, or you can use more than one different voice to simulate a conversation between 2 or more characters. Thank you so much for watching. We hope you learned something new to add to your hackathon projects. Remember to keep working hard, and we'll see you next time!